Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to our Tuesday video. This is week 2 of Sale-A-Bration. So this is video number 2 for Tuesday. It is February 6, 2024. I'm just going to wait a second for people to hop on. If you're watching the replay, you can give me a thumbs up, a comment, a share, all the good things. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So hello everyone. Good to see you. Hello Angelique. Hello Hilda. Thank you we flipped times today. I had to go to the dentist this morning. So normally I am live noon Eastern Standard Time. But today I am live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I have a really nice card to share with you today. I hope you love it. It is featuring a new Sale-A-Bration set that was just added called Beside Me. I'm also going to show you how to use masking paper. If you have never used that, I'm trying to see where I put the masking paper. Some masking paper anyway. And so that's what we're going to do today. So here's how this week works if you are new to my channel. So Monday through Thursday of this week, I will be live. Again, usually at noon, but today we flip-flopped. And I have a project every day using something from our Sale-A-Bration brochure or one of the new items that have been added. And then today I am following my friend Denise Cox from Bird's Nest Design. Denise is in Canada, and so she also has a different project every day. And the cool thing is if you order from me, if you're in the United States, you get my 4 projects shipped to you if your order goes over at least $35. Now again, with Sale-A-Bration, you get a freebie at $50, so that's the sweet spot. And also when you go over $50, you're also going to get a thank you gift from me plus the card kit. So that's pretty cool. The other cool thing is if you're in Canada, you can order from Denise and get her projects. And then together you will get all of our projects in a tutorial. So you will not get both sets of projects. You will get the person you're ordering from their projects, but the tutorial for all 8 at the end of the week. You have until Sunday to get your order in. Look I got a dimensional back stuck to me. And so that's how this week works. Here's the host code for this week. Thank you to somebody pointed out that on my screen here I had a typo, the first one, but I had it typed correctly in the description. So thank you though for pointing that out. I fixed it. So this is the current host code for today. Thank you. You like my Snoopy shirt? I got this for Christmas. I love Snoopy and all the little Peanuts characters. So that's the host code that you can use today. So let me show you this stamp set. First of all, if you missed yesterday, this was a card we made using the Trusty Tools bundle. And so this paper you can get free for Sale-A-Bration. It's a 12 by 12 pack of paper. And then they do have a coordinating stamp set and dies. So I will give you 3 of these tools that you can manually cut out. They might be a saw or a pair of pliers or something, so they might not be the same. But I will also give you a piece of white scrap so that you could stamp them if you do want the same ones I use. So I showed you the one where it's out of paper and then one where you can stamp and color them. I colored these ones with our blends, and you can design them too. So that was the card from yesterday. Okay, I also showed a bunch of different varieties of that. And then today I'm going to show you where some of the things are that I'm using in the book. So let me turn it down and then we'll get stamping while people are still hopping on. Oh, my phone fell. Let me move that out of the way. So the stamp set we're using is, I have them all marked. We have several of these sets. Okay, It is called Beside Me on page 89 in our annual catalog. This is a $26 stamp set. So friends, if you place a $50 order, you can pick this stamp set for free. I actually paid the price in here when I got mine. I did not get mine free. And I bought this and a few others planning to do a class with, see, I don't know, I think they're called like line art, because you can color them with markers or watercolor pencils, or you can watercolor them. There's a lot of things you can color them. So I plan to do a class. So I bought this for $26. Now again, you can get this free with a $50 order. You can also still buy it for $26. There's a different code. But on your selection, it is, where is it? Right here. It's up here. My thing printed only 2 of them. Okay, so then the other one that they have, I just want to show you some of the other ones they have similar, is on page 96, this one up here called In the Moment. I love this one with the girl and the dog looking out the window. That one. And then we have this one right here, Coffee with Friends. So these are kind of all similar types of the same stamp anyway. And then the masking paper is on page 151. It's item number 9. It's $7 and you get 12 sheets. They're adhesive back sheets. And they're 5 by 7. So I'm going to show you those anyway. So these are just some fun little stamps. Again, we're going to be featuring this one, but I do have the other one, but I grabbed this one too. So anyway, this is what your packet will look like from me when if you place your order. So in it for today, oh, let me get the host code off. I'll put it back up at the end. In it, we are going to have these pieces right here. So I picked a Pool Party card base, and then I have a piece of white for the inside. I don't always do white on the inside, but we are today. And it's a light color, so you don't need white, but we're going to do it today. And then I have this in Lost Lagoon, and this is from our Scalloped Contour dies. And so if you already watched Denise, she used the same set of dies. It's a total fluke that we picked the same dies. A lot of times we do that. It's kind of weird. She lives in Canada, like 3 time zones, and I live in Michigan, and like every time we talk, we find out more and more things that we have in common. But anyway, she used this on her Cradled with Love card. So if you did miss her video, go watch it when we're done here, catch her replay. But these are the dies, the same set of dies. And then I have a white piece and a little scrap. So that's what you need, not a whole lot. So we will die cut this label for you. So good morning and good afternoon, depending where you're at. Go ahead and take your Pool Party and fold it in half. Okay, so this is going to be our inside. So we're going to do our stamping on this, and this is going to go right here. It's going to layer right on there. Okay, so the stamp I'm using, okay, so there is a guy with a little girl and a little boy. This one, they're riding a bike, so they're fishing, riding bike, and it looks like they're like in the sand or on the beach, like looking out. And then there's some really good sentiments. There's some little seagulls. It says, grateful for you all year long. You've always been there for me, ... And then you could, fill it in, and you still are. Celebrating you today, beside me all the way. Happy Father's Day, and thank you, Dad. Now, like I showed you yesterday, this set, I'm actually going to look it up. Christina said it's finally bright and sunny in Northwest Ohio. That is awesome. I think the sun is shining here today too. I'm surprised. Okay, so this stamp set that I showed you yesterday, Best Family Ever, it is online and it's $24. So you could pair it with grandpa, husband, brother, son, uncle. There's an in-law. There's also like all the feminine, mom, aunt, daughter, grandma, niece, all those, sister. So this, I think this is just a good one to personalize some of the cards. If you don't have this already, it's $24 and the item number is 160720. If you want to add to any of these. I feel like we're doing 2 masculine cards, one yesterday and one today. Not that that's bad, because I will be honest, I don't always do a lot of guy cards. So we're getting them in today. All right, so I'm going to be using the one where they're fishing, and I'm going to use the seagulls, and I'm going to use Celebrating You Today. Okay, we're going to use some Memento ink. We're going to ink this up. So this is one of the new sets that you can get free. They release 10 more products, and I kind of showed a few of them yesterday, and 2 of them are $100 if you spend $100, and then all the rest are for $50. Okay, so I'm inking this up, and I'm going to stamp this on this rectangle towards the bottom. Okay, thank you for sharing and all your comments and hearts and all that fun stuff. Okay, so we're just going to do that. This is on our white paper, okay? So there's that. Now, what you're going to need, I don't know where my other paper is. That shouldn't be, here it is. So now here is the masking paper that I was talking about. If you're in my card club, I gave this in some swag bags sometime, like a couple sheets of it. But I never really showed you how to use it. So maybe some of you already have it. But they just are little, they're just sheets of, they're just anyway, little paper sheets. So they open like this. And then this is a sticky side. And then the other side is the paper. So you just can peel off one side. So I'm going to stamp on here. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. And I'll probably cut these in quarters and give you a piece so you can do this if you want. Now it is easier if you're by the crease, but you can just take your pick tool or a toothpick or your nail and peel it back too. Okay, so we're just going to ink this up here. Just like that. Now we're done with this image. Again, this is our masking paper. So now for here, we're going to cut this out. Has anybody used this before? I'm just going to do a little rough cut first. Has anyone used this? Or done masking with like Post-it notes or anything? This is just a little bit easier than Post-it notes. Okay, so I'm going to rough cut it, but now I'm going to do a little bit more precise around. Okay, so I'm just going to take your snips and I'm just going to go around this little boy. I don't want to cut off the fishing pole. I'm looking to see. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing, and Marsha. Hi from Bay City. Okay, here's this. I'm going around this little boy. I'm going to go down here and up by the shoulder. Okay. And go around this fishing pole. So if you guys know me, you know that I am not a fan of fish. However, one of my favorite memories is going fishing with my grandpa up north. So they lived in northern Michigan, and just right uptown you could go on a dock. There's a lake and we would go fishing. And so he would touch all the fish and all that. Okay, so I didn't need to do that, but okay, so I trimmed this out. This is our masking paper. So now again, if you were here, you can kind of like peel it off and it's sticky. So that part is on. So I'm just gonna try to do that live. Okay, so it does come apart. It's right there. Okay, so just like this. So now it's like a little sticker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover this up, and it will line right up where we stamped that, okay? So there, we do that. Okay, so now we're going to take our little blending brush and we're going to take some Lost Lagoon ink. I picked Lost Lagoon because that's the color of our layer here. Love how everything coordinates in Stampin' Up. I love my glass mat. Again, you can get this free if you want to join Stampin' Up right now if you're not a demonstrator. I'm going off my mat to get the color going, and now I'm going to hold this down with my fingers at the bottom, and I'm going to go around here. What this is going to do is give like the sky, the water, without putting ink on the images that we're going to color next. So I'm just lightly going in circular motions. I always go off, and then what's great about this glass mat is there's a little bit of ink there, so I can pull that up, add more ink, and then just keep swirling around. And you see how it's getting a little blue? I'm going to pull in some more ink, go off on my mat. I'm going to turn this a little bit and do over here. And then I'm going to go up, so because they're kind of looking out this way. Okay, I'm so glad you caught me live also, Deborah. Hi, Tracy. Okay. And that's kind of like the look I'm going for. I'll hold it up. So this is what we have. Now, what we can do is you're going to peel this up, and your people are not colored with that background. See that? Isn't that so cool? Now this is still super sticky, and you can reuse this multiple times. See, here's the other one I did. But I wanted to show you how you use it. So I can just like, you can put this in your case. So like you can take this and like put them right in your case to store, so you can reuse them if you want. Maybe you can't, maybe they don't stick. But that's what I'm going to try to do. Maybe they'll stick to this. Oh, they'll stick to this little backing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick them there so then I can reuse them if I want. All right, so that's how you do that. Now we're going to color this in with some blends. Now, one of the cool things they added onto the thing for a $100 order is the new Stampin' Right markers. They're not the alcohol markers, but they're really nice. So anyway, those are something new you can get for $100 for free. Okay, I'm going to color in. I'm just looking at my colors right here. I'm going to go in with Lost Lagoon, and this is going to be here. So this is the dark Lost Lagoon, and I'm just coloring in the shirt. I think I did light last time. This is pretty dark, a little bit darker, but that's okay. You know what I'm going to do? It's going to go around like this. This is my dark, and then I'm going to take the light Lost Lagoon and kind of fill in. So what I did with the masking, any of those stamp sets I just showed you, you can kind of do the same type of thing with them. And so I think there would be super fun. Okay, there's that shirt. Now this is going to be, I'm going to use the bubble bath. Okay, and I'm going to color in this shirt. Again, just reminded me of when I was a kid, and so I like pink, so I'm coloring it, pretending like this is me long ago. There's a little pink shirt. And then my brother, and this is balmy blue, dark balmy blue. We're going to color his shirt in here. Shannon said, I've got these masking sheets, but I've never used them like this. Okay, so I think you can also, like, do you guys use like the Post-it tape? You can just cut these in little strips and use it that way too. So they're like, if your dies move when you're die cutting, just cut a strip of the masking tape and then you can have, it will keep your die down. Okay, next I'm going to take light gray granite. I'm going to color in just like all of the shorts, pants, whatever. With that, I'm just doing kind of some neutrals. And I'm just going to do them all. You can go back to like highlight some of those. All right, now the dock they're on, I used light crumb cake. So I'm going to color the little post in this, and I'm just going all the way down my page with this. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so there's our, and then if you want, you can go in with the dark and add some of this in. Okay. Now, see where we're at? See how that mask just goes all the way around it so perfectly. Okay, let's do our hair color. I have dark brown hair. I've always had dark brown hair. I have dark pecan pie. And I've pretty much always had very long hair my whole life. So this is appropriate. Just so cute. Could be my daughter too. Although her hair is a little bit lighter than mine. And then I'm going to take the light crumb cake for the little boy. You could do, if you have redheads or blondes or darker hair, do that. Okay, my grandpa is actually very, he had like black hair and very dark hair and very dark skin tone, especially in the summer. He was, he had a lot of Native American in him. In fact, his grandma was full-blooded Native American and lived on one of the Indian reservations. So I'm gonna do that. And now we're gonna do the arms and the necks. So with Stampin' Up, we have all kinds of skin tones. I'm trying to reach them on my thing here. There's all kinds here. So many different colors. You can blend them, mix them. We also have a bronze and an ivory. That's what we originally had. I love these also for coloring in animals and trees and all different things other than skin tones too. So just know in the back, these I think are with the blends, but not right there. So anyway, I just wanted to point those out. So I am going to take, maybe, what did I do? I think I used light crumb cake and dark. I used ivory. I used ivory because I normally am very pale. Okay, I'm going to take ivory here. I thought it looked a little jaundicey, so then I did blend in a little bit of crumb cake. Whoops, I don't want to do that for that one. Do the little face. These blends really make it easy. So that's like the arm. It looks a little, it's probably just me. I'm going to go over it a little bit with the crumb cake, just a little bit. And then here too. And then this one, I'm going to do crumb cake. And I'm going to go over it a couple times because my grandpa was very dark complected in the summer. This just reminds me. Again, you can do whatever you like. Okay, there we go. Here is that. Okay, so now we're going to, before we do this though, we're going to add some birds. I'm done with the Lost Lagoon. I'm going to add to our little bit of stamping here. We're going to put these birds here. We're going to take this other sheet for the inside and add I just closed that up and I still needed it there. I'm getting all over the place. The little strip here, we're going to stamp. You could stamp whatever you want. I'm going to stamp Celebrating Today, because I figure that could be for a birthday or it could be for a lot of things. So I'm going to stamp that on this little strip. Kind of a little, is it crooked? I'll try that again. Let me move the birds. Maybe that's why. See, love Stampin' Up! Paper. I'm going to flip it over and try it again. All right, that's way better. Now, before I go any further, I did take this blending brush. I still have a little bit of ink over here, and I'm just kind of going along this corner and then this corner where those birds are. I know it's going to be hard to see on camera, but it's there. Just a hint of blue with those birds. Seagulls, whatever they're called. All right, let's put this all together now. Okay, first thing, this is going to go on the inside. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to take this and see how it does go through the back. That's how you know you have really good alcohol markers. So always protect your work surface. Have something down. The glass mat works great, or any type of grid paper or something. Okay. And we have that. Isn't that so cool? All right, this we're going to pop up with dimensionals on our thing. The scallop contour dies have been around for a few years. They are one of my favorites. I love them so much. I can't stop using them. I do love the new ones, but these are probably my all-time favorite dies. Scalloped contour dies. I love them. My favorite shape of all is right here next to me. I always have it and use it, is this one right here. This is my favorite like label from that. And again, I know Denise used them today also on her project with the Cradled in Love. Okay, that's going to go right here. Now we're going to take this, I'm going to trim it down. You can use the triple banner punch, which I know Denise used. I am always I just never grab it, but I do like it. I'm just going to hand do it. I'm going to wing it. Okay. There we go. I'm having this going this way. And I'm going to pop this up with a dimensional. You're going to want to grab some linen thread or baker's twine. That is the one thing I don't include in these kits, because if you're new, it gets tangled. It's a mess to cut and put in the envelope. So to me, linen thread is a basic necessity, like your glue and scissors. So always have this in your craft stash, or white baker's twine or black or whatever. Okay, we're going to pop that on there. I want it a little bit higher. So I'm going to just carefully wiggle it off. Maybe I will. Maybe it's going to be there permanently. Just a tad higher, just a tad. There we go. Then you're going to take this and I'm going to do 2 strings of it. So see how I'm folding it in half to make 2. Okay. Now instead of 1, I have 2, so it's a little bit thicker, but I'm still going to make a bow just like you would make a normal bow. However you make a bow, I do bunny ears for my single bows for my cards. But however you do a normal bow, tie a little bow. And then I always keep the top loops together. Then I pull the tails down because the one has a little loop. You want to make sure you cut the right one. Hold it kind of in between your fingers and trim. Okay, now my bow is a little big, so I'm going to pull the little tails in like so. You need to trim it down again. You can give it another little haircut. Then you're going to grab your mini glue dot and tuck it on there. I like just to stick it on there, and when you pick it off, we're going to just pop this on the corner of this banner like so. And a lot of times, I don't know why, I just like to take my fingertips and unravel the ends a little bit. I just kind of like that. You don't have to do that. There we go. That's our card. Isn't that so cool with the masking paper? And then you can, like, so if this was like, it had a ground, we could do the bottom in green and then the top in blue or however. But those masking sheets are really cool. And then you can also, like, I'll show you. So let me know what you think of this card. Here is this one, and then inside, little birds, and there is a little bit of blue. We took this and kind of went along the corners there. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So again, here's the masking paper. You just peel it. This side's sticky. The front is not. So if you took a strip, you could cut it a lot skinnier or whatever. Okay, let me see if I have a set of dies right here. I do. Okay, so if you have your little die cutting machine, and I always use plate 3 on my mini machine to do all my cutting. It just works great. And then you have a plate 2, and then say you have, let's get a piece of paper here, piece of cardstock, and then let's get a die. These are the perennial postage. So let's get one of these out, maybe like that. You could take this, okay, right? You peel off the back, so it's sticky. So say if you want it like perfectly up here, or you're cutting out a word and you don't want it to wiggle, like say it's stamped, you can just use this straight across like this too, and then put your top plate on, and now it's not going to move when you go to die cut it. It's going to stay right where you want it. So it works just like the Post-it tape or whatever. So then here's the thing though, don't throw this piece away, right? So we're going to take it off. It's very sticky, like it's almost like wants to like stay on your paper. It will like get not as sticky over time. So then you can just gently peel this off. Then what I like to do is, so there's my label, is I like to take this and if you've ever been here, you'll know, I kind of just like, you can stick it on your machine and then you can reuse this. You can like use this over and over again several times too. And I always just like kind of stick it right up there at the top of the handle. So that's how you can use the masking paper too. So hopefully that's another tip on how to use the masking paper. So you will get a piece of it. I will cut this probably down in your kit, and then if you don't get by the seam, just peel the back off after you stamp. Okay, so I hope you love that card. If, again, this is a stamp set, you can buy it for $26 or you can place a $50 order and get it free. If you want to get it free, use it in Sale-A-Bration. It's 16570 net. So that's the code for the Sale-A-Bration one. But again, we have all kinds of really great like line art that you can use to make all kinds of cards the same type of way. All right, let me pull the camera up so I can say any finishing things. Okay, great job. I love it. Pretty. So pretty. I'm glad you guys like it. Greta said, nicely done and demonstrated. Thank you. Here's the host code again. If you want to get, you have time to do your orders through the end of through Sunday. And this is card number 2. This was card number 1 from yesterday. So you'll get these to make. Tomorrow I'll be live at noon Eastern Standard Time, and then Denise will be at 1. So if you did miss hers today, she made an adorable baby card with the Cradled with Love. And again, let me know what you want to see tomorrow or Thursday. I still have to create those projects. It's just so hard to pick because I'm telling you, I love all of the Sale-A-Bration choices. And then when they came out with 10 more, I was like, wow. Originally, we planned to do this when we had just the regular catalog because there's so many things, and then they surprised us with so many more. So we have lots of things to hopefully inspire you and show you. And so I hope you liked today's video. If you are interested in my winter retreat, I still have room available, both in person and to go. Lots of room. I will be doing a video to show you some behind the scenes stuff because I'm very excited about it. So you can be looking for that as well. I'll see you tomorrow at noon, if not before. Bye everyone. Have a good day.